What's going on YouTube? Today's video I'll be talking about Air Force job selection process.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you decided you want to go Air Force and you already spoke to a recruiter about joining the Air Force. First you take a test called the ASVAB, and it basically tests your knowledge on different career fields and to show your strength. So once you've taken this test and you have everything figured out, you'll be handed a list of jobs you qualify for, and from this list you pick 10 jobs that you prefer or 10 jobs you would like to commit to. Guys, this is a very important stage because you can pick just one job you qualify for. You can pick as much as you want, but at the same time you want to keep it to the minimum because you don't want to end up putting a job on your list just because maybe your recruiter told you, hey, this job would be pretty cool, just put it on there, who knows, you might get it early. No, you want to pick jobs that you want to do. You want to pick jobs you've researched and you know, this is what I want to do for the next 4 to 6 years, or this is what I want to do until I retire. I want you to think about not just the time you would serve in the military, but after the military. What would I do after the military? This job I'm about to put on my list is gonna help me. It's gonna help me get a better job outside in the civilian world. How best can I relate this job, or how best can I translate this job into a regular civilian job? Very important factor to consider when selecting your job to join the Air Force. So there are a couple of jobs, on-demand jobs in the Air Force that your recruiter might probably tell you, hey, this might be a good idea. Check out this job. What do you think? And he will try to sell it to you because these jobs are usually open almost all year round. Do your research on those jobs. If it's something you already had planned to do before he told you about it, go for it. Don't settle for a job without doing research. Number one is special operation jobs. It's open all year round. The Air Force is always looking for special operation personnel. Make sure it's something you want to do before you commit to it. Number two is security forces. Those are the cops, the military cops. The Air Force is always looking for cops. So if it's a dream of yours, I want to be a cop, go for it. Number three is linguist. So after you take your ASVAB, your recruiter sends you back to take a test to see if you qualify to be a linguist. The test basically shows the Air Force if you have it or you don't have it. There's no way to study for this test. It just kind of happens. Last but not least, your recruiter would always try to sell you an open aptitude. Open general, open mechanical, open electrical, open anything. Unless you're in a rush to join the military, I strongly advise do not go open. I went open general when I joined the military. Do I regret it? To an extent. And as soon as I told my recruiter, hey, just put me in open general, man, I'm ready to go whenever, I shipped out 8 days later. That's how fast you can go when you select a job in demand. You can go as early as the next day into the Air Force or the military. You can go as early as a week. But make sure it's the job you want. Don't just select any job just because you want to. Don't just select any job just because you want to live where you are. You're trying to move forward. It's important to select the job you want. You probably get a couple of videos from your recruiter telling you, hey, watch these videos. These videos will tell you about your job, your career, how the military looks like, and what you'll be doing in the Air Force. Just keep in mind, your chances are you might not be jumping out of airplanes. Chances are you might not be traveling the world every day. It solely depends on your career, what job you pick in the military. There are jobs where you're in the same base for an extended amount of time just because they need you on that base. And there's some other jobs where you travel a lot. You get to travel, get to see the world in a short amount of time. And That also boils down to selecting the right job for you to fit your personality. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about cross-training. You might probably be thinking, oh, you know what, I'll just pick a job right now and I'll cross-train later into the job I want and everything will be fine. You see, if you happen to pick a critically manned job in the military, when you first enlist, it's usually really hard to cross-train. Also, know that you'll be doing that job for 3 years if you sign up for 4 years, and then 5 years if you sign up for 6 years, 6-year contract before you're eligible to cross-train. Not saying it's impossible, you can obviously be able to cross-train, but make sure you also know what job you're picking, if it's a critically manned job, and what are the chances I'll be able to cross-train when the time comes. Guys, I hope this video has been really helpful. If it has, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave a comment down below telling me about videos you want to see. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. And yeah, see you next time.